I thought real solid 60 minutes by our guys tonight. Um, I know we were outshot, but the chances I thought were heavily in our favor. We had a lot of grade A scoring chances that their goalie made some big saves. And so for us to score 5 goals is much needed. And I thought we did enough to even score more than that tonight. Good to see the power play score 2 goals, and good to see us be disciplined and stay out of the penalty box. I thought, a real good 60-minute game. They make it tough when they blow the winger out of the zone, and it becomes a bit of a pond hockey game, and you have to really check well and be above your checks, and thought we did a fairly good job. And Murray was solid in the net. Much needed win.
How much did the goals at the beginning of the third period kind of give you that momentum when you needed it?
Those were huge. Those are big. And a lot of credit to John Leonard, who, that goal at the end of the second period, he was highly responsible for that. And so I talked to him in between periods, and for him to come back and score that goal, it's quite for a young kid to rebound like that. It was very impressive. He showed tonight, his 2 goals tonight, they look easy to him. When he scores, it looks easy. And it's not easy to score, so he's really impressive with the puck. We're just trying to make him a much more complete player, but he's growing. He had a hell of a game.
Is that you talked about early in the season what he was as an offensive player, some of his struggles in the middle of the season? Is he getting back to it offensively, at least getting back to what you want him to be?
Well, yeah, I think you see that spark, and you saw it last weekend too. And up in UNH, he had a bunch of chances, and that puck on his stick in the offensive zone, he's a really elite player, and you are seeing that spark in him again. And again, we're tough on him because we ask all our kids to be responsible without the puck, and I think he was such a gifted offensive player for so long. He grew up and probably never had to play without the puck, and so he's just playing catch up. But what he does with the puck is I'm really glad he's on our team.
First time scoring more than 3 goals since early January. Would you consider this a breakthrough?
Yeah, we needed that. In the second period there, when we had 2-0, and I thought we had 5 or 6 really great chances, and you're sitting there thinking, "Geez, what do we got to do to break through to 3 goals?" So that goal at the beginning of the third period was huge. And Jake McLaughlin's goal, even though it was the 5th goal of the game, I believe, that was big. That was a real big goal on the power play. And we need guys who don't usually score to help us. It can't always be Leonard and Chafee and Chow. So it's good to see Rufo starting to score again. McLaughlin and Horton gets his first goal, so that was good to see.
Were you at all? I mean, goals in the last minute of a period can sometimes be kind of haunting. Given that the bad luck you've had lately, did that worry you when they got that one?
I can see why you would ask that question, but I like the thing about this team is that we're pretty consistent. We don't fluctuate. We don't get, probably affected the coaches more than the players. So, I think it was a chance for us to learn, and when you haven't won in a while and that goal is scored late in the period, you're kind of interested to see how your team responds, and that was a hell of a response in the third period.
After Saturday, you talked about getting good goaltending and scoring more than 2 goals. Do you think that's just kind of the recipe for success for the rest of the season?
Yeah, I thought Matt made some really big saves. The first goal, I think he'd like to have that one back. He should probably have that one, but other than that, he made 5 or 6 really good saves tonight that really settled the game down when Merrimack was getting some momentum. So I think it was that's the winning combination: get timely saves, and you score 5 goals, well, you'll win most nights.
The goal that they scored at the end of the second period, he liked the way that you responded right away in the third period. Was that in your mind when coming out of?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. I knew I owed the team one. It's kind of my fault on that goal they scored at the end of the second period. So I tried to make up for it as best I could, whether it was making a big defensive play or getting a lucky bounce on that breakaway. So I was pretty much just trying to do whatever I could, and I was lucky enough to get that bounce.
You feel like you're regaining the momentum that you had at the beginning of the season, the rhythm you were in offensively?
Maybe a little bit. I think I'm just trying to play with speed and create some stuff offensively and play well in all three zones. And I played with Suter and Albrecht tonight, and those are two really good players. So when you're playing with those guys, it makes things easier.
Jake, for you, to get that goal when you got it, how big did that feel for this team, especially needing a win the way that you guys did?
Yeah, I mean, it was nice to get that goal. Having one called back a couple of games ago was rough and everything at a pivotal time in the game, but to score one tonight, it felt nice and it was rewarding. But I think our team came out and played a full 60 minutes tonight, and that's what was important. Taking a step forward here after a handful of losses, so it was good to get back in the win column.
It was starting out strong, kind of emphasized going into this game, just considering the losing streak.
Yeah, I mean, every game we try to come out and focus on the first 5 minutes, and not necessarily the entire game as a whole, but try to focus on the first 5 and really set the tone and the tempo that we want to play after the night. We have a pretty high standard for what our team likes to play at. We don't like to drop down and play at other teams' levels at all or anything like that. So no matter who we're playing, we like to play to our standard, and that's something that we preach every day.
From your perspective, did you feel like Matt was kind of just feeling it tonight in that?
Yeah, I mean, he, like Carv said earlier, he made some real timely saves for us and everything. It's always good to have a goalie that's making saves for you. I mean, that Merrimack team they do well getting pucks to the net from the point and everything. So it's good that he was able to see the puck and keep most of them out of the net.
John, the team hasn't scored more than 3 goals since early January. Would you consider this a breakthrough?
Yeah, I think so. I think we've had a million chances in the past couple of games, and one thing we really focus on is trying to score the second chance and rebounds. And I think tonight we made life a lot harder on their goaltender, and we may have not scored all 5 on the second chance, but something we really focused on.
Hoping this can be like a start of something offensively moving forward.
Yeah, I hope so. Like I said before, we created a lot tonight, and in the past couple of games we have as well. And tonight was really rewarding to finally put some pucks in the back of the net.